Well, let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE that just closed. The local bourse trading in the green today, boosted by mostly PGM miners. On the global front, we did get the OECD raising its forecast for global economic growth from 2.9% to 3.2% for 2025. Looking at the all shares slightly in the green, up by almost a tenth of a percent. That, of course, largely coming from the Resources 10 complex, a trend that we had seen all this week so far. So that climbing by more than 2.5%. We do have the Financial 15 eking out a gain of almost 0.75%, but backing that trend is the Industrial 25 with a decline of more than 0.5%. Let's take a look at what is happening in the U.S. markets. And of course, we all have our ears out for comments coming from Fed officials. A number of speeches being made there. I actually saw quite a number of Fed officials saying that they need to apply caution and maybe not having enough or too much room to decrease interest rates further. Of course, we are awaiting Fed Chair Jerome Powell's speech as well. And in the tech landscape, investors still digesting NVIDIA's announcement of investing $100 billion into OpenAI. We did see that share surging yesterday. I'm not sure how that is affecting the Nasdaq at the moment, which has softened currently by more than 0.25%. You do have the S&P 500 giving up 0.1%, but backing that trend is the Dow that's climbed by 0.33%. Let's take a look at the European markets, and those markets across the Atlantic trading in green territory, being led by gains in the CAC 40, up by more than 0.75%. We do have the DAX also following in the same direction, popping by more than 0.4%, and the FTSE 100 lifting by more than 0.1%. Let's take a look at the currency scene and start off with how the rand is doing against some of the major currencies. The rand remaining pretty stable still against the US dollar at 17 rand 35 currently, against the pound at 23 rand 31, and against the euro at 20 rand 34.